Hello, welcome to week 24. Not much has happened this week. Everything's going very well. The baby is kicking a lot, and I'm feeling pretty good. I did have my midwife appointment yesterday, and everything's fine. Her heartbeat, the baby's heartbeat yesterday was 142, and I've gained about 12 pounds from the beginning, and I wanted it to be more because at home it shows that I've gained 15 pounds, but I guess it's pretty much on track. Let's see, I was watching another video. There's this woman in Australia who has a little girl who's about 7 months, and she was talking about elimination communication and or natural infant hygiene, and she wanted to know if anyone else has heard of that or if they're trying it. So I have been reading about it, and it's definitely something I want to do with my daughter, and it's really interesting. It's not really toilet training for infants. It's really just watching their communication and signs that the baby gives when they need to eliminate, and a lot of babies really don't want to be in diapers. So if you're able to, if you're going to be home with the baby anyway, especially if you're going to be breastfeeding, you're going to be very close with the baby on a daily basis. And so the idea behind the elimination communication is that the baby is always giving you signs that they need to go, and you can help them to go in a bowl or over the sink or something like that, instead of soiling a diaper or being wet in a diaper. So I've been reading a lot about that, and I think it's great. I'm just going to watch my daughter as she gives me signs, and see what she wants to do. See if she's comfortable using diapers, or if she wants me to hold her over something, or it's not about forcing the baby to do anything or really to train the baby. It's just seeing what they want to do. So that's been my main focus this week, reading a lot. I watched a video last night, and it had this amazing story of this woman. She has 4 kids, but when she was pregnant with her first one, she was just going to do a hospital birth, but she really educated herself, and she started labor and everything was fine. She's very calm. She goes to the hospital, and they put all the monitors on her, and they start saying, the baby's in distress, we can't get a heart reading. And the nurse and the doctor were all freaked out, and she had researched so much. She said, the baby is not in distress. The baby is just moved towards my back away from the monitors, and she's fine. It's not a problem. So the doctor just gave her this look like, you don't know what you're talking about. And he says to the nurse, prep her for a C, prep her for a C-section. And she's like, no, wait a minute. And the doctor just ignored her and told the nurse, start prepping her. So then the doctor and the nurse leave in a hurry. They're gonna start getting ready for the surgery. And this mother was there with her, I guess a nurse midwife. And she told her, go and lock the door right now. I'm not having a C-section. This is ridiculous. So go and lock the door. And she's going, no, I'll never be allowed in this hospital again. And she's like, you got to do it. I'm asking you to do this. So she goes and she locks the door. And the mother proceeds to have a normal labor for, she said it was about 45 minutes. And the whole time, the doctors and nurses and probably the security and all these people are pounding on the door, saying, "You're gonna hurt your baby, you're gonna kill the baby, the baby's under distress, what are you doing?" And she was well educated about birth and the natural process. So she knew everything was fine, and she feels the baby coming down, and everything's fine, and the nurse was with her and monitoring everything, and it was fine. So finally, when the baby begins crowning, they open the door, and and the people rush in, and they deliver the baby, and the baby is perfectly fine, and they even did the UPGAR score, and she got 10 on that, so she was completely fine. It was just a natural birth, no medication, no surgery. And so that was her introduction. That was her first birth, and then the next 3 she ended up having at home. So I just thought that was incredible. She had to stand up so much to these authority figures in the hospital in the middle of labor, and she's my hero now. So hopefully I won't have to deal with anything like that, but my husband and I were doing some research yesterday about our backup hospital, because I'm going to have the home birth, and then we have a hospital that's 5 minutes away, and they have a birth center, and for a hospital it looks pretty good. So I'm glad we're so close to that one, and if there's any problem in the labor or delivery, then we would just go straight there and work with the OB that's on call. So that just feels good to start getting things in order and preparing more and more for the birth. It's very exciting. I still have about 3.5 months to go, or maybe 3 months, I don't know exactly. But I guess that's about it for now. Everything's really good. This Sunday, in 2 days, we're having our first Bradley Method class. So next week I will definitely report on that. And until then, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.